Hello, this is my professional development in educational technology presentation. First, let's talk about the benefits of joining a professional organization. There are many benefits to joining a professional organization. Most organizations provide resources to help with professional growth. For instance, educators can join sites that offer various articles and journals, subscribe to blog sites that highlight educational technology trends, and more. As teachers sift through all of the available offerings of their respective organizations, they can find useful information to help them in their planning and delivery of their lessons. Many sites provide an insight into the inclusion of technology tools in the classroom and may provide sample activities for educators to try. According to Souza and Rocca, digital learning can help with skill development. In addition to personal growth, becoming a member of a professional organization also allows for networking of like-minded professionals. When educators share the passion of their subject matter with other educators, it can be an exciting opportunity for growth all around. The first piece that I looked at was a digital citizenship video. This video focused on Standard 2A of the ISTE standards, and it specifies that students will cultivate and manage their digital identity and reputation and are aware of the performance of their actions in the digital world. In this video, the educator speaks about the connection between hurting someone online and restoring that relationship of those who have been impacted. In the video, students begin to understand the importance of a digital footprint and begin to realize that there are permanent aspects of digital postings. The educator encourages the students to create their digital rules to abide by in the classroom. Helping them to take ownership of their learning is a huge step. This video can be useful for all grade levels and age groups. High schoolers in particular may find it to be impactful. There are many students who are simply oblivious to the postings they make and the impact it may have on their futures. As a middle school teacher, I am facing an uphill battle during the school day, as many problems occur due to something a classmate posted or shared on social media outside of the school building. Students will oftentimes fixate on these interactions online and will then be unable to focus on the lesson at hand as a direct result. As a teacher, I can try to incorporate a lesson that highlights the impact of social media and the dangers it can present both in middle school and beyond. Postings can impact friendships in the now or scholarships and employment opportunities in the future. The next thing I looked at was an article titled How Online Learning Research Can Improve Remote Instruction. As we know, that's been a huge deal in recent years. According to NUNU, teachers can become better at online teaching if they partake in a virtual course themselves. They can begin to empathize with students and understand what they are experiencing. Teaching online is a whole different dynamic than the face-to-face in-person setting. Teachers need to adjust their teaching and thinking for an online format. Adaptation is the key to providing lessons in a digital format and environment. There are various concerns for online learning depending on the grade level. For instance, elementary students, they tend to benefit more from the traditional brick and mortar settings in person. Middle school students tend to be more distracted by gaming or other aspects of being online. And the high school student tends to struggle more with attendance and staying on top of their work than other school groupings. According to NUNU, there is not much research about elementary students as it relates to virtual learning. The key to making online learning successful is the development of engaging lessons. Students do not necessarily benefit from being lectured to and could benefit more from sections of instruction and changing up the activities to keep them more motivated and invested. As a middle school teacher, I've tried many different methods to keep them engaged, but I'm always studying and seeking out new methods that would potentially help them to find more success. The next article I decided to check out was one related to students with autism and on the autism spectrum, and it talks about smart boards as a way to engage students with autism. Students with autism usually have trouble with social interactions. This article discusses the impact that interactive whiteboards can have on students with autism as it relates to an increase in both social and communication skills. The educator explains the various ways that one can incorporate the whiteboards and set up students with autism for success. One student who was typically aggressive and was unable to focus for longer periods of time was monitored while using the whiteboard over a period of time in the article. The student was able to duplicate the positive behavior of her classmates over time, and her engagement in the classroom showed positive trends when the whiteboard was introduced. As the student began to make strides, the teachers were able to raise their level of expectations for that student. Most students can benefit from whiteboard use within the classroom, but autistic students may yield the most positive results. The interactive boards can improve both social interaction and lesson engagement overall. I have a student population that includes students with autism as well as other disabilities, and it will be helpful to learn more applications and educational technology tools that can help them to find more success within my classroom setting. The next thing I looked at was the most recent IST EdTech conference, and I looked at 2 separate sessions, and the first one was called Ready Player One, Augmenting Digital Game-Based Learning. The presenters were Rosalinda Breu and Ellen Giannakis. For this session summary, educators would learn how to gamify their classroom to foster student inquiry and increase student collaboration. Additionally, this session highlights the importance of the 3 C's of communication, creativity, and critical thinking. What would be of interest to me by attending this session? I truly enjoy when my students take time to work with each other and do so in groups of students who might not normally work together. I would have attended this session to learn more about inclusivity in the classroom. If there's a way to promote collaboration while highlighting inclusivity through technology, I would be all in. The next EdTech conference session that I checked out was Creating STEAM, Student-Led Learning Experiences Rooted in Freedom, Justice, and Identity. Presenters were Jacob Adams and Travis Figueroa. The summary of this session, it provides educators with a chance to learn about STEAM, Student-Led Learning Experiences. Each experience is then connected to justice and freedom. The session allows attendees to work in groups to learn more about supporting youth as they develop a voice within their own communities. This would be of interest to me because I would have liked to attend the session, which would provide strategies to teach students about effective research, which can then help them in their future projects. Additionally, this session offers a glimpse into real-world issues and application, which is very important to students. And then you will see my reference list as you see my presentation. Thank you so much.